Hi guys, welcome to Narc Free Formula. My name is Freedom. Thank you for joining me. I'm just going to talk quickly today about what makes grade A supply. I'm sure you've all heard the term. So we all know what supply is. I mean, narcs get supply across the board from most people and situations on any given day. But what makes someone grade A supply? So the first thing I suppose you need to know about narcissists and sociopaths is that they have low self-esteem and low self-worth. So for a partner, for what they look for in a partner, they're looking for someone who is going to boost their ego and their self-esteem and self-worth. So they're looking for someone who's attractive and smart. Someone who's accomplished. If someone is a doctor or a lawyer, someone who makes a lot of money, or someone who's a ballerina or an artist, someone who, who's creative or who stands out. Any of those kinds of professions really appeal to a narcissist's ego. They like to have someone on their arm that makes them look good, because people will look at her and say, well, she's amazing, so therefore he must be amazing to have a woman like that. So that's the first thing, but it's a little bit more complex than that, because they want someone who's smart, but who's not too smart, because they don't like someone who will figure out what they are about. That's the last thing they want. They don't want anyone who's going to actually question them or challenge their facade and their constructed identity. So smart is good, but challenging is not so good. So they want someone who believes in their lies and the construct, and they also look for someone who will look up to them, who adores them, who loves them, who gives them, those big puppy dog adoration eyes. When they come home and they're just so happy to be, for their man to come home, and they love that stuff. Makes them feel 10 foot tall and bulletproof. They're also looking for someone who gives them sex when they want it, the kind of sex that they like. They also are looking for people who have money, people who have possessions and things that they can co-opt. So once the ink is dried on the marriage paper, for example, they think that your belongings now are their belongings. So validation is another really important factor to the narcissist and the psychopath. So they have carefully constructed this personality, and they seek validation. So when you repeat back to them whatever facade that they're constructing and putting forth, that they're a big, brave, strong hero of a man, when you say, oh, you're my big, brave, strong hero of a man, that strokes their ego, validates them and their construct, and that's the kind of thing they love. However, there's another more sinister aspect to the narcissist and the supply. Grade A supply is also supply that has low self-esteem, low self-worth, who will put up with their abuse, who's happy to be their whipping boy or their punching bag, quite literally at times, their punching bag. Someone who will take the abuse but not stop the love. So someone who's got a short memory, or like in my particular instance, someone who has got the capacity to forgive, forget, not hold grudges, and still for example, I'm not someone who would ever hold a grudge and withhold sex, for example, because that's not the kind of person that I am. I think sex is a healthy part of a relationship, and so that worked perfectly for my sociopath, because he always got the sex that he wanted. He always got to abuse me the way he wanted, and I always forgave him and always ended up back in bed with him. So all of these things are what makes someone grade A supplier to a narcissist. And at the end of the day, it really boils down to how much you can take, how much you will continue to give out, your own energy level, because some people obviously have more energy than others. Some people have the more capacity to keep on giving. Some people are quite strong emotionally. These are the kind of things that, if you're a life-sucking demon, that's the kind of person that you're going to look for. You're going to go for someone who's got strong life force. You're going to tap in and get your hooks in and start sucking that life energy. And you're going to do whatever it takes to maintain that. And that is what they do. And it's not easy to replace grade A supplier, which is why in my particular case, we were together for 14 years. And subsequently, he's replaced me with new supply, but it's not grade A supply. So he's tried to many times hoover me to try and get a little supply top up, which he's not going to get. Let me just quickly run through. Yeah, I think that really sums it all up. At the end of the day, as I said, they are soul-sucking demons who will destroy you. So, just the term grade A supply, just be careful not to think to yourself that it means anything. It doesn't actually mean anything. It doesn't mean that you're better than other supply, or that you have something more special than other supply. At the end of the day, we are all just supply. None of us matter. We are all replaceable, just like, he had a relationship with the woman before me. He had a relationship with me, the one after me, and the one that's coming after her. And it's just going to keep on going on. None of it means anything. None of it is significant. So being grade A supply is not better than being supply. We're all just supply. Okay, the term grade A just means, there are some supply that they will hang on to for longer periods of time than others. And it's not really a compliment. You don't really want to be grade A supply to a narcissist or a sociopath. You want to get the hell away from them. That's the best thing you can do. There's 8.2 billion people in the world, and some really good looking and beautiful people out there. So go find you one of them. You'll be a lot happier. Trust me on that. All right. Thank you, darlings. Thank you for watching.